Hole 13 is a 385-yard par 4. This is a shorter par 4 that offers a chance to be aggressive, but only with control. Most players will choose an iron or fairway wood to position the ball in the fairway, setting up a comfortable approach. While driver is an option, it brings more risk than reward, as positioning is far more important than distance on this hole. From the fairway, players are left with a short iron into a well-guarded green. This is where the hole demands precision. The green is protected, and pin locations can quickly shift the difficulty depending on where you're coming from. A controlled approach to the correct section of the green is key. This is a hole where distance control matters more than attacking the flag. The green features distinct levels, including a front right section and a smaller, more challenging back portion that sits on a diagonal. These levels create difficult pin positions, especially towards the edge of the green. Being on the wrong level can leave a challenging two-putt. Hole 14 is a 221-yard par 3. This is a long and demanding par 3 that requires both commitment and precision. Players are typically hitting a long iron or hybrid into a green that is heavily protected by 3 large bunkers. There's very little margin for error. Anything slightly offline is likely to be punished. Club selection is critical, especially with changing wind conditions. The priority is carrying the ball all the way to the target and avoiding coming up short. The smart play is towards the center of the green, regardless of pin location. The green features subtle level changes, with a smaller, more difficult section towards the back right. The back right area becomes especially challenging when used as a pin location, as it brings the surrounding bunkers and contours directly into play. Being on the wrong level can leave a long and difficult putt, while misses around the green lead to demanding recoveries. Hole 15 is a 515-yard par 4. This is one of the longest and most demanding par 4s on the course, where the challenge begins immediately off the tee. Fairway bunkers line the right side and must be avoided, forcing players to favor a more controlled line off the tee. Distance helps here, but positioning is still critical. Finding the fairway is essential to have any chance on this hole. A well-executed drive sets up the opportunity to advance the ball, but anything in trouble quickly turns this into a survival hole. From the fairway, players are typically left with a long iron to mid-iron into the green. This is a true test of ball striking. The length of the hole demands both power and precision, and any approach from the rough makes it extremely difficult to control distance. The priority is getting the ball onto the putting surface and avoiding the surrounding trouble. Unlike many greens on the course, this one is more forgiving in its design. The putting surface is larger and more receptive, without the pronounced level changes seen elsewhere. This gives players a better chance to hold the green and control their approach. Still, distance control matters. Being too aggressive can leave longer putts than expected. Hole 16 is a 556-yard par 5. This is one of the best birdie opportunities on the course, but it starts with a precise decision off the tee. The hole bends left, with deep bunkers guarding the inside corner. Longer players may choose to carry that corner, but it requires both distance and accuracy. The safer play is out to the right, but that leaves a longer path into the green. The ideal line is a well-placed drive that favors the right side of the fairway, opening up the best angle for the second shot. This is where the hole becomes truly strategic. From the right side of the fairway, players have the option to advance the ball toward the green, taking advantage of the angle. But bunkers along the right must be avoided, as they can quickly take away any scoring opportunity. For those laying up, positioning is critical. Leaving a comfortable distance and a clear angle into the green is far more valuable than simply gaining yards. The green is wide but relatively shallow. Shots must be struck with the correct trajectory to hold the surface. Balls that come in too low or slightly offline can run off the edges, leaving difficult recoveries. This is a shot where control matters more than aggression. Hole 17 is a 229-yard par 3. This is a downhill par 3 that demands both precision and commitment, especially this late in the round. Club selection can vary depending on wind and conditions, but players are typically hitting a long iron into a large but exposed green. The downhill nature can make distance control tricky, particularly under pressure. Any shot that comes up short or drifts left risks feeding down the slope into the lake, making this one of the most dangerous misses on the course. The smart play is a committed shot towards the center of the green, taking the water out of play. The green is large but subtly shaped, with bunkers protecting the right side and a steep fall-off toward the water on the left. While the surface offers some room, it still requires precision distance control to avoid leaving long putts. Being on the wrong level can turn a birdie chance into a challenging two-putt. This is a green where managing your miss is just as important as attacking the target. Hole 18 is a 463-yard par 4. This is a demanding finishing hole where position off the tee is everything. Players must find the fairway while avoiding a series of bunkers down the right side. Trees frame both sides of the hole, tightening the landing area and adding pressure to the final drive. The ideal shot is a controlled left to right shape that avoids the right side bunkers and holds the fairway. This is not a hole to get overly aggressive. Accuracy is critical to set up the approach. From the fairway, players face a mid-iron uphill into a well-guarded green. The elevation adds to the challenge, requiring precise distance control. Shots must carry all the way to the surface, as anything coming up short can leave a difficult recovery. From the rough, holding the green becomes significantly more difficult, making the tee shot even more important. The green features subtle level changes that create multiple possible pin locations and make distance control critical. Shots that finish on the wrong level can leave long, difficult putts, especially late in the round when speed control becomes more important. Even though the green looks open, it's not easy to get close unless your approach finishes in the correct area.